All right, guys, let's go over some pitching today. Try to hit different pitch shots. There's a couple of things. So I'm going to hit a couple of shots, and I'm actually going to video it and then show you the video in slow motion of what's going on. So this is your sort of basic, I don't know, like hit shot marker, just like any shot, more like a chip shot. We're using a little bit more of the leading edge. Hands are slightly ahead. The face is square. Okay, I do have my 58 grid. Pick up the shot. Now, what I want you to do is listen to the comment. Although not all wiffle balls are made the same. Now, I'm going to deliberately hit behind this one. You hear the difference? That fun. So you hit behind. So it's not necessarily bad, but you're getting it. So what I want to do, I just put a T-peg. Honestly, the best thing is maybe one of those alignment sticks, something just behind. But if I nip this ball, if I just, so the low point of my swing is ahead of the ball, I should be able to hit these shots. No problem at all with that T-peg there. Again, hands slightly ahead, returning it to the same position. So I think some people refer to it as a hinge and hold. I'm basically using my hands, creating angle, and then as I come through, I'm basically holding. The angle will go away a little bit, so I'm not definitively trying to drive it, but returning that same position with a little momentum.
Do you think about the length of swing at all, and what would you say to that?
Length of swing is really just speed as much as anything. Depends on the shot you're trying to hit. But if it's just a small one, it's slower. If it's a faster one, a further one, then swing a bit faster. Naturally, I'm moving a little bit longer. So I don't really focus on that. So let's video slow motion and show you that same position. So fire up the iPad here and see where we get on. That's it. Punching the code. Of course, it's on the mouse or something. I need some music at this time, so just pretend you're playing your favorite music, whatever it is, like da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. It's the final countdown. That's not my favorite. I just thought it might be yours, whoever you are out there. Europe.
Best part of the lesson. Best part of the lesson so far, Neil.
Those 3 people that will be watching this. I have so many subscribers. Let's keep it that way. I don't want to be mobbed and adulated by millions of people. Oh, your YouTube.
You're into the 40s now.
It's just fantastic, Neil. It just needs to be one of those sleepers, one of those hidden gems. Very hidden gems. All right, there we go then. Let's try to. That's the sound, and then boom, slow motion. Boom. Then I'm going to. Da 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 da. Oh, you see that? Look at the dexterity of that tripod. I have become multifaceted in my Corona days. All right. Still think it's a strange name. I can think of a beard. All right. Ha! Bingo. Right. Pop that button out. Let's have a look. Hopefully we don't have any. Uh-oh. It's not what we want, is it? So dexterity on the tripod. I just move it this way. How do I go that way? Oh, well. All right. What do I know? All right. So let's practice swing. La da da. All right. Let's check out this. Press the pause button. Wait. Sternum is over the golf ball. Sternum is over the ball, or slightly in front. That creates that low point. Okay. Sternum. So my weight. Draw a line up from here and like how I'm leaning slightly left. Sternum, boom. Hopefully that sternum stays in the same position. Let's play it through. It does. Oh, typical. It goes fast. Let's go again. So wherever my shaft is leaning, let's say touching my left inner thigh. So my weight stays left.
No backup. If you watch that head, it never goes backwards. That would be a disaster. And that would create the low point changing. But now my sternum stays in front. So you can see I create a hinging motion. That's pressure points in my hand. Right hand pulling back, hinging down with that left hand with a heel pad. Set the wrist. Then strike it. And let's have a look at the impact. Come on back here. Can I go frame by frame? Probably not. I'm not very skilled. Let's try a freeze frame at that point. Boom. There. Oh, I had it almost. But hopefully you can see. There. Come back here. You yeah, hands are definitely back. There we go. That's the impact. So it's slightly de-lofted from where it started. And the momentum keeps tracking through. Let's have a look from here. And let's see where that low point is. Da, 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 da. So let's see where it strikes the ground. The key is it doesn't strike the tee. Striking the ball. Now at that point, it's about to strike the ground, which is over here in front of the ball. All right, that's the key what I'm trying to make with that shot. That's the one. Oh, what type of, when do I use that shot? A lot. I use that shot. Oh, it's my go-to shot naturally around the green. You don't want to throw it in the air if you don't have to. But, so anytime you know, also it's the one that if you've got to put a little spin on the ball, it's really the way you can try to, you want to nip the ball a little bit. But bad lie, definitely one you want to play. It's the one when you're using various clubs. I guess you could, if you were chipping with an 8-iron, a 9-iron, or whatever it may be, around the green. These are the type of shots. It's just getting that contact. Always trying to get that same contact. It's the shot that you just need to play over and over and over and over again. And then the nice thing is, from this view, the club is never rotating around. I mean, literally, when I say hinge and hold, the rotation of the club is exactly the same as the rotation of my body. It's never deviating. There's no. So as a result, literally, you'll know if you do a reasonable job. Apparently, we might knock this out. If we get those rubber balls, they're a little firmer. And hopefully, I'm going to put a target up. Perfect. Voila. And my belief is I shouldn't miss that box. I might go over it. I won't go under it, obviously. But my club face should stay pretty square and hit that box every time. So, so much for that, right? Oh my goodness. Well, I won't miss the car. Or I will. Oh, it's a disaster, isn't it? What's up with my club face? All right. Oh, but it's basically that hinge and hold motion. Shouldn't really deviate too much. Just a slight adjustment. You perhaps you open my face to start with, and then right over. Got the idea? So, whole idea is start with probably the face was shut. Obviously, it was left, slightly open, and then just keep making the same motion. But it's not a lot of deviation. It just stays there. Again, it's just basically locked into this position, and I turn, and that will hit the ball straight every time. So low point, control the low point, over the ball, never back up, never release the club too much. Then secondly, club face control, just hitting with your pivot. That's that shot there. Now, let's move on to the other pitch shot, which may be more the true pitch shot, which is using the bounce. Now, when I first arrived in America, I had no idea how to play this shot. So I've had to learn it. And like anything, when you learn something yourself and you're pretty much a failure at it, you learn more, and you get 100 different versions of what to do. But the nice thing is, by hook or by crook, you finally figure it out. And that's good. It's good. Best way to learn, figure it out on your own that way. And so what we had to do is really understand the bounce of the club. And so if the other shot would be perfect if I had maybe a pile of chalk or so. If the other shot is hitting down, using the leading edge of hair more, so it'd be hitting more towards that number 5. It's not just pure leading edge there, because but it's going to use a little bit of the bounce, but it's because it's slightly beveled away at the front, so it's using that bit. Okay, and also that first shot, the ball is going to hit in the first so many grooves. It's not running up the face, so it's hitting,
like a normal shot, third, fourth groove, something like that. It's kind of running up just a little bit and hitting off here. This shot, because the shaft is bent backwards, it runs up more grooves. So it's got more loft, it's going to run more grooves. Some people like to feel like they hit it. This is the one a lot of people say, well, I hit shots off the toe. Yeah, it's not necessarily a disaster. It's a it's a dull contact, but also it's not a sweet spot. So you can keep swinging harder and harder and keep hitting it off the toe, and you're going to, it's not going to go so far, which is actually a good thing. So anyway, with this shot here, yes, you're going to lean the shaft backwards a little bit, or through impact, you're going to feel that way. No one ever actually leans it backwards. At impact, you're still going to have it, but it's less forward than what it's being cut. So it's very hard. I've never seen actually any player scoop it too far. Good players actually scoop it further back than where they began. But it's just the feeling. Again, naturally, I hold the club or forward lean it. So for me, I really have to consciously throw it. Sometimes a bad player, an 18 handicap or higher, who naturally scoops the ball, hey, this is the perfect shot for you. And sometimes you don't need to use the most lofty club. You need to use like a 54 to play the shot because you always naturally scoop it anyway. And the truth be told is maybe 54, 52 is better for a lot of players.
Where is the bounce specifically on the club?
So the bounce, the shaft is, if you sit it in its normal position, like so, I'll try to exaggerate this, that would be increasing the bounce angle, that wedge there. So it's when a glove sits, and you can see this flat, the back and the front edge are sitting off the ground. So it's like, this is the lowest point of that club right there, where my finger is. And so this is the bounce angle in here, but there's also a trail bounce angle a bit that way. I think it's just how it's good, but this is the bounce angle right here. And so most players need bounce. Well, tour pros, it was interesting. I went to the World Golf Show last year. They had Titleist, they had all the wedges. They had everyone's bag, Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas, all the Titleist players, and they had whatever they had in their bag on tour. I guess at that particular moment, they had all their clubs in there. And what was fascinating to me, and naturally you could take the clubs out, so I looked at the shafts and stuff like that. But the wedges, I couldn't believe. I don't know if I found but one person played one bounce under 10 degrees. So all of them, all the players, and most of them, played a 60. There was only like 158. Everyone's playing 60s, and the 60 bounces were high bounce clubs, which was quite surprising to me. How many had high bounce, and all the 56 bounces they can get. Now, do they change that when they go to different courses? I don't know. Certainly British Open, right? But yeah, bounce is their friend, even for a tour. And so they can take it off, they can add, but it was interesting to me, none of them played those 4-degree bounce clubs. So if they're not doing it, probably not wise for most players. So this one here, getting into this shot here, this is the one where I would maybe be taking away that tee because it's skidding across there. However, you've got to keep that club moving. You can't you don't want to be steep into this. So you want to be shallow at the bottom. So I always think it's, so imagine I've got my Japanese sushi table and I'm coming down and I'm breaking it up. So just like a regular shot, because some people, when I say scoop it, they want to scoop it back here. I pull down normally, so the heel pad, pull down normally. Then instead of just keep pulling down and holding, I let it go. So I have to have some speed. So I pull down normally, and then right here, so I come down and now I slide it under my Japanese sushi table and pull it up the other side. So I feel like I've got this really low piece, or low at the bottom. So it's pulled down, front of my thigh, then I let it go. So then at that point, you'll see the hand almost stop, and I let that club slide, and it comes through. So it's got to have some force initially. You can't just go mamby-pamby from the start and just scoop it. You've got to pull it down and then slide it on. So let's try to hit this one. The ball naturally goes up higher and slides under. So point this not so far forward, back to my zipper. And my feeling is I'm returning it back, maybe just the inner thigh, and scooping it up. Of course, the other thing is mirror on the wall is the way I describe it. It's always looking back at me. So, of course, love doing these wiffle balls and off a mat, can't go wrong. Lay the ball up. The one thing though is I never want to help it with the spine. Always keep that sternum. So if I really even put the sternum deliberately over here, it forces me to scoop the club even more. That was a nice example of the bounce. You hear that dull, it doesn't sound great, does it? Here, and I can use that down, scoop them, yeah.
All right, so let's video that. Take a look at it. Let's pop that on there. Slow-mo. Slow-mo shot. Just over there. That's that. Is it in there, Ian?
Yep.
Good. Hanging on the mat for dear life. Cool. We got that one, and let's get back up. You can see my sexy body on this one. Da 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 da. That's it. Music interval's over. Reminds you of the American football games where, you know, you have those intervals when you actually go live. You know, the TV commercials. You just geared up. The defense
You wanted to record?
all away, and now the offense is
Hold on a
coming
minute.
out, and then boom,
You want me to?
commercial break for 3 minutes.
You want me to record it, right? It's
Oh
not.
yeah, didn't it record?
No.
That's too much in the music. Da, 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 da. All right, ready? Yeah. Center of the ball, and slide away. Give it all you got. Slide away.
No extra. No extra charge for all the music today.
No. All right. Let's check it out. Getting the. Actually, let's shoot one more while we're here. Da, 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 da. I'll hit this one. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Am I in it?
Yes.
All right. There we go. So I hope you can see this okay. All right. We'll go with this one first. Notice what I'm rehearsing. Really getting that sliding motion. So if you notice that my hands get in front of my zipper and look how far the club head travels from this moment, say here, outside my foot, to where the handle has hardly moved a lick. The top of the club is moved about a centimeter. My clubs move about a yard. And that club, you can see it sliding. So it's very low through this period. But again, remember, I got to get some force down to pull it in front of me just a little bit and slide it. Very soft hand pressure at this stage. So if I went further, my left hand would actually come off the club. All right, there we go. I hit that one already. So ball position, center over the ball, slide. And the nice thing is, if you use like a TrackMan, obviously you can see numbers, but one of the things that's pretty cool is you know what the smash factor number is, and you want a negative smash factor, in other words, one less than 1. So smash factor is ball speed and club speed. So the club speed needs to be faster than the ball speed. And when you see this, that club is in front of the ball. So that'd be something. Nice. All right, so sliding that club underneath. And so if you look at that shaft, let's say it's vertical, I'm having more bounce. But the other one was that shaft wing. No extension, just a little pull up of the body. Nice and soft. Look at it from this view. Slightly cutting across it by the looks of it here. It's fine. Cross is good, it lets you hit towards the toe. So if you notice, I pull the club in, so I'm pulling down. So there's a certain amount of angle on that club, and then I slide that sucker right underneath the ball. And if you look, that club face is looking back at. So I can have what doesn't look like a particularly open club. I mean, it's kind of squarish, maybe a fraction open there. It's maybe open for me because I usually have the toe turned in a little bit. And there's the toe there. Where's it on the backswing? What am I doing here? Let's slide it. If I wanted to go really high, I just open the face up more to start with, put my hands in a weaker position, and try to fan it open. But you can see here, looking at that club face there. All right, let's have a look at the last one. There we go. Yeah. So if I want to go ultra high, like a bunker shot, I mean, I just lay that club down on the ground, flay it open. So again. Oh, sexy shot. Look at that. Slide it up. Notice, those of you, experiment with something here. Make sure your grip's neutral. Make sure that right hand sits on top. You can get a strong grip with the left hand because you can scoop off, but you better not have a strong right hand grip. It's just going to turn the face down, and that you're never going to get that on. You're going to have a hell of a hard time. Let's put it that way, getting it on. Get that right hand on top. So again, let's go over that one more second. Left hand can be strong as you want because you can always control the handle this way. The left can be weak as well. That's when I really want to open that thing up. However, the right hand, you get it under here, turn the face down. Now you know it. Do not have a big, strong, neat cleaver of a grip. I hate it anyway, but sometimes you get away with an iron shot. No, get that hand on top, in the fingers. Okay, that thing's there. Turn it down. Good luck. You're gonna low point. You're going backwards. That's the trouble. All right, that'll do us. Enjoy.